Hello, good evening everyone. Thank you for joining me on this channel. I said yesterday that I wanted to do a small prayer, share the small prayer that I do before reading the cards. So usually I address myself to an archangel, Michael in this case, and ask him to be there and guide me and prevent negative entities from entering my space while I read. And I always imagine myself in a sphere of white light that is protecting me, and I imagine that my guides are with me, my spirit guides, and they are the ones that lead my readings. So I ask them to be my presence, and I ask them to guide me, and I ask them to protect me at all times. And I also ask them to help me guide any excess energy that I get from this reading deep into the ground beneath me, so that I remain grounded throughout. So once I do this clearance, I can start with my reading. And today, what I've chosen is an oracle reading, the Goddess Guidance Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue. Because I call Friday the day of the goddess. Friday is Shukravar. It's the day of Venus, it's the day of Shakti, of the Devi. And so I wanted to call upon the Devis of all spiritual traditions to give us some guidance, some message. This pack of cards is beautiful. It's actually the first one I ever bought when I wanted to start reading. So you can see from Latin, Roman tradition, Saraswati is there. Again, Isolde is from the Celtic tradition. Yamanya is a Brazilian goddess. White Tara is Chinese Buddhist. Sedna, I can't really remember. Green Tara is there. Mat is from the Egyptian tradition. Maeve is from the Celtic tradition. Kali is from Hinduism. Bast, again the Egyptian, Celtic, and it goes on. Beautiful, beautiful goddesses. This is Dana from the Viking traditions. Pele, again Brazilian. Very beautiful cards, and it's the first one I ever bought, and I was attracted to the theme of the goddess. This is a Mexican goddess eggshell. So I chose this deck today. Guinevere from the Christian tradition, the Celtic tradition. Mary too is there somewhere. Artemis, Sulis, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary is there. So very beautiful cards, extremely beautiful art, and a gilded deck again, which I love because I love femininity, and I am a Libran, which means that I'm ruled by Venus, and so I'm attracted to feminine energy, spiritual energy. So basically, my question today will be focused on, again, the Sushant Singh Rajput case, because that's the predominant thing for me outside of my personal life. And I wanted to know, there is so much that happened just the past 2 or 3 days with Rhea Chakraborty getting released on bail, and then his various aides, Dipesh, and some of the other people, I can't remember their names, but people are a bit distraught, and that's entirely normal. And I'm just going to rely on the support of my guides today, the support of Sushant, who's always here. He's always here. He's here with everyone who wants to connect with him. That's a guarantee that I can give you. He's here with anyone that reaches out to him, anyone that feels his presence, anyone that feels this love for him ever since he departed his human body. We loved him before, but we love him even more now, and that's only his doing. So I want to ask these goddesses remembering that he's with his mother now, and he's also has his own feminine energy. I want to ask these goddesses, I want to ask Sushant, what is their message to us, to the people who are fighting for the truth to come out? What is the message that they want to give us as we enter this phase? Yesterday I showed you the cards which showed there were going to be lots of blockages, and there are. So what do we need to do as people, as a mass that is dedicated, that absolutely wants the truth for Sushant Singh Rajput? So what do we need to do? What message is there? If I don't think these cards will tell us what to do as such, but if there is a message, if there's advice, if there's action we should take, I'm asking the goddesses and I'm asking Sushant, my guides and the beings of light that are here tonight with me, please give us a message for the warriors for SSR. So I'm going to pull this one and this one. I'm very attracted to end cards always in my readings. I'm going to put the deck away so that I can show you the cards properly. Selma, infinite supply, Hathor, receptivity, and Sekhmet, be strong. Somehow I knew Sekhmet was going to be there. I don't know how. I kind of guessed. I didn't guess, but I had a feeling. I had a feeling she was going to be there, because I think that's one of the principal things that we need to remember in this process. So I'm going to show you this card of Sedna. She says infinite supply. So you're supplied for today and for all of your tomorrows. This is a card of security. This is a card that tells us, if you see the picture on it, it's someone that is resting. She seems to be in dreamland. She seems to be in a place where there's nature, there's abundance, there's happiness, there's the ocean, which is very cleansing. So this is basically telling, don't worry about the future. Sedna is an Eskimo goddess. She's an Alaskan goddess, which is why she has all of these symbols around her. So it's basically saying the needs will be provided, and don't worry about the future. It's basically just, that's what it's saying. Hathor is an Egyptian goddess, the goddess of receptivity, which says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So what Hathor is potentially saying, she's saying that we should pay attention. We should be open to receiving information, to receiving intuition, to receiving guidance. And because I'm speaking to the goddesses, I'm speaking spiritually. So what this is saying is, you should really, people who are here on this channel anyway will have a spiritual inclination, which means you already pray, which means you already have given this case over to God. And people should be receptive, should be in tune to the messages that are coming through. Even Sushant's family, his sister, the most vocal sister he has, Shweta, is telling people every single day. She posts spiritual things from the Bhagavad Gita. She posts prayers, bhajans. She's always such a devoted and spiritual lady. So absorb that energy from that family who's praying, who's devoted to praying. You don't see the others talking as much, but she's there, and she's very, very vocal about how much faith she has and how she's giving this over to the higher powers. And I do not mean the higher human powers, I mean the higher spiritual divine powers. So receptivity is basically saying we have to receive the messages, accept them. It's also about acceptance of what is going on currently. Stop rebelling and saying CBI is not doing their job, or AIMS is not doing this, or AIMS. Accept. In the acceptance, there will be a level of change in the energy that is projected on this case. That means we're at peace. That means the events will unfold as they should unfold. And I also, like Sedna, like Hato, say, don't worry, because human justice is human. It's not divine justice. If you do not see human justice happening, don't worry, because divine justice, oh, it will happen. The people who are responsible for this will be served divine justice. Be assured of that.